Oh my.
Crispy.
I peeked the mic.
Yes.
It's just tradition at this point, really. Someone's got to crack a drink during the song. Hello.
The return of a classic.
Oh yeah.
Keep that thing on me.
Welcome back, Shrimp Hours 12? I think 12.
God damn, we already have a dozen already.
Yeah, dude, I'm so fancy. We got our little friggin' name tags now. I'm DriveThrough. We got Cody. We got Slap. Ed's back from the dead.
Back from the dead.
Form.
I'd love to see it.
Soon to die again if the lines don't get better.
This is a live shoot of him in front of his house in Detroit, by the way.
This is a live camera shot. Please don't make fun of me.
It's getting cold out there. You got snow on the ground.
Yeah,
face reveal. The long-awaited face reveal.
Yep, this is actually my skin too. This is my face.
Rusty is somewhere between Talladega and Charlotte, so he's not on this week. Hopefully we'll get him next time. But we brought another guest. It's Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Hey. Ben, who are you? What do you do?
I'm TheBenCrazy. I make YouTube tutorials and I admin Mooncar in the core if it's not dead.
It's dead.
Not bad news for you.
It's dead.
And you also make all our wonderful theme music, other than the opening. That's Rusty. But the cute songs, that's all Ben. All right. Oh, I forgot to set this one up. All right, give me a second. We have to start our first segment of 5 minutes of NASCAR. And we're gonna have to be really efficient with these 5 minutes here, because there is a lot to freaking talk about after Talladega week. They brought all 3 series. I forgot they did that. They used to just do.
Well, they started bringing Xfinity 2 times a year to Talladega. There was for a long time it was just 1 time.
Yeah, they used to do I remember the first weekend would always be.
Back in the 80s and the 90s, they would do it 2 times a year, and then like in 2000s they stopped, and now they started doing it after COVID, and they needed race dates, and then they were like, oh, that was a big hit, so let's just keep bringing them back.
All right.
Except for next year, they're only doing it 1 time next year.
Boo.
Oh, that's weird. All right, timer started.
Truck series is full of animals, and they're all stupid and bad.
And Brett Holmes won that race, and NASCAR's stupid.
Oh,
Exactly.
The ARCA champion.
It was great. We were gonna have such a goofy winner, and then NASCAR was like, "No, we're gonna put the caution out as they're in the trial. Coming to the line."
Brendan Poole all over again. It's fucking stupid as hell.
Shout out to Brendan Poole. Apologies for Slap not knowing your name. Xfinity kind of sucked. A lot of train.
No, it's good.
The finish was cute. The rest of the race.
First stage was really, really good. Second stage was meh. Third stage, pretty good.
Finish was cute. I forget who did Allmendinger even beat to the line.
Everybody.
I think.
That's fair. Cup Series race happened. No one died, which was good. But also no one flipped, which was bad. It was actually like a legitimately clean race. It was okay. It wasn't bad.
There was like a minor big one, like right in front of me in the stands. Is pretty cool.
Oh, at the start there?
Yeah,
one
like
one, right?
30 laps in or some shit.
Where were you sitting?
That third line so bad.
I was shitting right after start finish.
Shitting?
Ooh.
Like
I mean, like low or high?
Second deck, like halfway up the second deck.
Because the photos Caleb was sending, he was like fourth row at the start finish line. That was nuts.
If there was a car that was going to flip, it was going to be over his head. He would be catching it with his teeth.
He'd be right then.
Ryan Blaney is on my shit list now.
Really?
Oh, for putting Brad in the wall?
Yeah, this is a stupid ass block, dude. We got like 30 laps to go. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's a rat move. It's a big rat.
That was a rat move. I gave him both birds for 3 laps, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs, "You fucking idiot, Brian Blaney! You piece of shit!"
Wasn't
like everybody around me is like looking at me and like, "You all right?" It's like, "No, I'm not all right. I'm fucking mad."
It was such a weird move because like he like kind of like threw a late block.
That was some Joey Logano bullshit.
And
Joey
Logano
like, possessed Ryan Blaney's body for like 5 seconds.
he like blocked him and he was good. And then Brad went to the top, and then Blaney's like, yeah, you know what? Just put him in the fence.
Wall. Yeah.
That's tough because I like Blaney, but that was.
And then Brad
rough.
speeds on fucking pit.
Oh
road.
my God.
Oh
Ed,
my
can we get
God.
a Brad speeding rant real quick?
Brad, I love you, but that's two. That's two now. That is twice in 1 year, same track. Get it together. You're getting washed out here. It's making me sick. Slap paid money to go see this. I paid money to go see this. We both left with our blue balls in our hand. Unacceptable.
I bought diecast that day too, man. I bought Brad diecast, and
I
this
bought
is
the
how you
shirt,
treat me,
The
Brad.
hat, the flag. I bought it all. And I left
You can see the
head
flag
in
right
my
there.
hands. Head in my hands, man. Head in my hands.
Brad has been speeding like a lot the last couple of years.
Yeah, he's become Denny Hamlin. It's not
He's
good.
got the heavy foot, just not where it counts.
Remember when RFK swept the duels and everyone's like, "Oh my God, RFK is gonna be great."
Oh, they're legit, dude. They're gonna be great.
Well,
Busher did win a
a
one,
race.
so-
One of them is.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them's good.
Hey,
Tough.
Brad almost won
Hey.
that race.
I love Brad, but that's twice.
That
Strike
is
three.
twice, like last pit stop speeding penalties.
Oh,
At the Charlotte Roval, I'm gonna see if I can get garage access and see if I can't dump some sand into Ryan Blaney's
Hold on.
fuel cell or something.
No, I need Ryan Blaney to win the championship without winning any races.
Who was the one that like stopped on the track that brought out the caution late when this car was fine?
Oh, Hocevar?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hocevar in the truck race.
rat.
What a rat.
No, that's
Big
basic.
rat.
No,
That's
that's
No,
big
Michigan does
rat.
not claim him. We do not claim that man. That was rough.
Thankfully,
Dude.
NASCAR made the smart decision to park him for like a lap.
Yeah, that was some real dirt track shit.
If I'm in that situation, I would definitely do that.
Oh, come on. Rat.
Nah, that's rat
Hey,
shit.
Dale Senior did it. Dale Junior did it. Fuck them.
Doesn't make it.
I need a
right.
caution. I'm making the caution,
How
man.
about throwing a caution for a car on pit road, by the way? Can we get that in as a
Oh,
buzzer
yeah.
beater?
That was
Yeah.
kind
That, yeah. That's I
What
think
the
what I
hell?
was initially referring to. I forgot.
All right,
about the whole
time's up.
Hocevar thing.
Get fucked.
that
That's
was
all
ever-
NASCAR, except we're kind of gonna keep talking about it because the next
NASCAR is
segment.
fake and stupid. Don't watch it.
All right,
Fake.
good life advice, honestly. The next segment is what the hell's Twitter doing. We're gonna take a look at what the hell's Twitter doing. I don't think there was a whole lot of fireworks this week, apart from some more based Denny Hamlin takes, honestly. Brendan Gaughan went on Sirius XM apparently and said, you know, the next gen car is safe and whatever, which clearly it hasn't been. So Denny Hamlin just responds.
I didn't even see that.
It's a
Like that.
shit
Be the
take. 2000th
like.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, hit that. There you go.
Oh, that's pretty satisfying, actually.
Nice.
That's all I got
hit it
for.
again. Make it go back to 1999.
Yeah, fuck Denny. Get that shit out of there.
I'll do it again.
Oh, someone else took the 2000. Damn. Shout out to Denny and Kevin for just openly talking shit about NASCAR and the package and the safety and everything on Twitter. They don't seem to be getting any repercussions from it. I'm surprised.
Good.
Which is good because I think if they were getting any repercussions, the fan base would completely turn on NASCAR and complain even more.
Well, I'm glad they've turned the corner a little bit because there was a while where they just weren't allowed to say anything. Like,
Yeah, you
criticize-wise
remember-
without getting fined, and now it seems
Yeah,
like they can.
How do we know they're
You
not getting
remember-
secret fines again?
It's true.
You remember in
might.
like 2013 after Phoenix, Denny Hamlin said the Gen 6 car is not all there yet. It'll be good, but we just got to figure it out right now. And NASCAR fucking fined him for saying like something as timid as that.
Oh,
I do
Ugh.
remember.
And now he's talking about like, yeah, we need to do a hostile takeover of NASCAR, and they're not doing anything about it.
But none of the tweets have been deleted, so I don't know. I feel like if they'd gotten repercussions or reprimands or whatever, they'd have to delete the tweets and things. But
Hey,
I
if we
love
all
it. I'm all
if
for
we
it.
if we all storm NASCAR HQ at once, they can't stop us all.
I know where it is in Charlotte.
We should just shrimp takeover. All right.
I can't say anything else without getting canceled and getting raided by a NASCAR SWAT team.
Yeah.
We just see the door behind you pop open.
Some dude comes repelling through.
Go.
Yeah, it came from the Transformers movie.
All right. It's Drip or Drown. Drip or Drown is a section where we look at paint schemes from the past week of NASCAR and judge whether they're a drip or a drown, or if they're somewhere damp in the middle. All right, I got a 2-in-1 here with the trucks. Who the hell even is this? Chase Purdy is apparently in the 61 this year. I've not been paying very much attention. And he's got Ole Miss, which is
the
a
university.
College?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Rebels too, so the football team, I'd assume, right?
Yeah.
Why is Rebels like vertical?
Well, he's normally sponsored by Bama Buggies. Yeah, there it is on the deck lid. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the like blue strawberry effect.
I think that's meant to mimic like jersey fabric, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think you're right.
Does it do a good job? What do we think?
But Ole Miss doesn't wear the powder blue anymore. Or maybe they do. I don't know.
That's an L. That's true.
The two blues are also just throwing me off. This is a drown in my book.
Yeah, it's a drown.
Yeah.
They're both mid.
We got the 32 race winning truck. The truck that crossed the finish line in first place at the end of the race that didn't win. Shout out to Brett Holmes. I don't know what this is. What is this?
Golden Eagle caramel corn.
I like the gold numbers.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. That's kind of cute. And then they actually have popcorn on the side.
Yeah,
and
I kind of like that one.
Cheese on the front.
No, it's supposed to be
like cheese.
Butter.
It's supposed to be honey.
Honey.
I heard cheese. I heard butter. I heard honey. That's a wide spectrum
Butter
of
dog.
foods right there. Mustard.
Yeah, definitely mustard. Weird one. Anyways, looks cool. Next up, Kevin Harvick, Bush Wingman. I don't know what that means.
Oh, do you have Tyler Reddick's car? Because it looks identical to this.
Yeah. Let me find
Let
me find a picture of it.
That was like part 2 of like a bunch of like Spotter's nightmare fucking paint schemes.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick ran a Realtree car.
Yeah,
and this Kevin Harvick one just looks like a discount Realtree car.
It is.
So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. They're really similar too, with the white and the orange and everything.
And then the truck series, there was like 3 trucks that all had a
we'll
neon yellow Menards.
Yeah, we will get there.
Bush Wingman, Drip or Drown.
Moist.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
That's another damp.
I'm gonna go
mid.
damp.
I was gonna go
It's
drip.
definitely damp.
Really?
Yeah,
The Realtree car looks better.
Yeah, if you
you
compare the two,
sure
the
about
Real
that?
Tree one is way better because it's got the
Yeah.
orange numbers.
Yeah.
You can see Real Tree on the side where you can even barely see whatever the hashtag that Bush
That's a
Light
fair
is
point.
using on the side.
That's a very fair point.
Hashtag Bush Wingman.
Yeah.
At least they got the can on it.
I got the can to get that thing on.
I don't.
Too
I
bad
don't
it's
dislike either.
camouflaged.
Yeah. Can't see it.
Yeah, I'm with
All right.
Ed. Neither are spectacular, but I don't dislike.
Nah, the
either.
Realtree car is sick. That's a drip. Look at that.
Nah,
I
damn.
give it like a 7 or an 8 out of 10.
Oh, I like it. Reminds me of the old
It's not the greatest paint. scheme I've ever
71
seen, but
cars.
It's definitely good.
Get Travis's car up there.
Yeah,
That is better.
get the late model.
All right, next up. Why did this happen? I'm so confused. Johnny
are they-
Sauter in the Menards truck.
Why are they doing a little swoosh with the Menards paint strokes now?
Well, it's always been like that on the 88.
Has it?
Yeah.
I hate that they bring it over the number too. What the hell is that?
Yeah, they've been doing that for so long. And
I guess I just haven't noticed with the other numbers.
I think they're like trying to be cute with it. Here's the 88. This is how it normally looks, except for the tape. Don't mind the tape.
Has that just been starting this year?
It has always been that way, dude.
Okay,
With
I
a
guess-
swoosh like over behind one number and on top of the other one.
I guess I've just never noticed
since
the
like
swoosh.
It feels like they've been doing that for a
2008.
little while. Yeah.
I've never looked at the truck closely enough to notice the actual swoosh.
There was a third Menards car.
So not really. There was the 38 truck, which was just bright yellow.
It looks with the weird headlight things. It looks like the truck is wearing mascara and crying, and it's just dripping down
with the tape on it. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know why for Talladega they put Menards in the 13, but I'm kind of down. More Menards trucks. Let's go. Good luck, spotters.
One day we will reach a Menard singularity.
The Menard series.
We'll get a field full of Menards cars. Hey, quick shout out, because I got to do it. Losa's Scrub Series. I think end of the month, we're doing a Menards appreciation race where the whole field is going to be painted in Menards colors. And everyone's like picked a different Menards scheme to recreate on the next gen. It'll be a good time. Shout out to Menards. Save big money. Sponsor us. All right, that was Drip or Drown. We're kind of rolling through it quickly, but I'm fine with that because I know we should have some meaty stuff in the other segments. Notably,
So much meat.
Slap went to Talladega, which I think is prime territory for some Animal Planet.
Yeah.
I got you've got like a thin one and just a completely round one now.
Dude, okay, so they
Big
everywhere
chungus.
else they sell fat buckers. And I went to the one in Dallas and Daytona, they sold fat buckers. I went to the one in Leeds, Alabama. They have accurately proportioned buckers. There's no more round boy. I couldn't find him over there. I just couldn't find them. So now that all the buckers plushies are like this.
Looks like a kangaroo.
It does.
My boy.
Look at him. Look at him.
Maybe
Why
they're
they do
trying
this?
to maybe they're trying to not push stereotypes in Alabama, so they didn't bring the fat one there.
The fat shaming must end. It's about body positivity, goddammit.
Bring back fat buckers.
Hashtag bring back fat buckers.
Other than Bucky's being an animal for getting rid of fat buckers, Slap, what kind of animalistic things have you seen in and around Talladega?
For the most part, everybody was kind of chill. However, there is a dirt track behind turn 3 at Talladega.
Oh, I didn't know.
And apparently a lot of people went to that race track over there, ran their races, and then they just parked their late models and crate late models and street stocks just like around the track wherever they happened to be camping. So they were just like chilling out there with their
That's kind of cool.
with their cars on the haulers just sitting there. So I saw like little haulers with race cars on them like all over the fucking campgrounds. Which is actually pretty cool. There was one thing that really did piss me off though. At the end of every race, everybody has their cooler and they've got their melted ice. So instead of going over to the storm drain to, put it down the storm drain or take it out to the grass and dump it out there,
Or accidentally
they're
spill it on
filling
the
up
bridge.
the fucking trash cans with water. Like how the fuck is this guy who has to go out and like get all the trash bags and everything? How's he supposed to move all that with like gallons and gallons of water poured into it? And there's like people like crowded around just dumping out their water in the fucking trash cans.
Just put it on the
Right.
grass.
Yeah,
What?
the hell?
Yeah, and there's like storm drains all over the place because they gotta have this water drain off from somewhere if the rain comes in or whatever. So you could just do that, but no, like people are like lining up to like dump out all their cooler water in the
Into
fucking
the
trash cans.
Oh, that's probably
Alabama
making just,
education right there. Oh my
that's
God.
probably
bunch of
making a
monsters.
soup in there.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm just
fucking
imagining,
trash soup.
Garbage. Oh man.
I'm just
Just
imagining
imagine
those Yeah, those poor workers cleaning up afterwards. Like I'd see it all door.
Pick
You
up
just
his
see
bag.
like a wet drag mark, just like a quarter-mile long, leading up to like where all the trash bags are.
Dude, imagine if we
Mail
still had like a
trail.
summer Talladega race, and you could just like all the people dump out their hot water in there, and it cooks for a day, and then you gotta fucking move the trash bag.
That is a trash soup. Jesus Christ. That
I will say this though, I was kind of disappointed I didn't smell any of that green out there. Yeah,
Really?
people
Oh, yeah?
smoking some J's. I didn't smell anything.
I did
It's
in
like-
April. They were smoking them right up the goddamn grandstands.
oh, hell yeah.
They were smoking them in the handicap section. They didn't give a shit.
You can't. There's less people who do it in the South, right? Everyone's so
No,
conservative.
in Charlotte, dude, people are blazing.
That's what I was thinking. That's
Oh,
at
hell
least
yeah.
what I thought the stereotype
Charlotte's
was.
not that far south though. I feel like Alabama. That's like deep south.
Yeah.
I smell people blazing down in Daytona, and in Darlington, and in Bristol, right there in the
Alright.
grandstands. Just
Maybe you're just in the wrong
Light it up.
section.
I mean, Daytona's also more of like a party city per se, outside of race
Yeah.
week, than like Talladega. Alabama is.
Talladega.
I feel
I
like
mean-
wherever the race is, that's where
speaking
the
of like
weed's gonna
Party
be.
City and all
Yeah.
this bullshit, in true NASCAR fan fashion, I did get a speeding ticket on the way out.
How much
state?
over?
And do it, and literally the next county over in Alabama, doing 89 and a 70.
Nah, he's driving
Jesus
good.
Christ.
If only he caught me like 10 minutes earlier, I was pushing 100 trying to get around this fucking semi.
Jesus
Oh, boy.
Christ.
These things happen.
Some guy in a base Hyundai Elantra going 100.
Dude, all 1.8 liters of Korean steel.
He's got a Buc-ees plushie on the dash.
A thin Buckers plush on the dash.
The Bucky.
No,
And of
it's-
course they had this
Okay.
Buckers so that his like neck is like permanently like cocked sideways for whatever reason.
That's kind of
Aw.
cute.
And he does have like a shirt that moves and everything. It's pretty cool.
He does look like a kangaroo the way he's shaped.
But you
So-
remember the Bucky statue looks kind of like dopey looking out front.
yeah.
That's what he looks like.
Well, now
Just
you can
kinda
put
stupid looking.
one in the car and one in the UPS truck.
Mhm.
Might have to like hang him from like the cords out the
Oh
top.
my god! Don't hang him! Don't hang him! Jesus.
I just imagine you like get a
this is
string,
a fat Bucker's household,
Ayo.
okay?
get a string, and just tie a little noose and just hang him from your mirror.
You couldn't
couldn't take
hang
the
that one if
horse
you
anymore.
tried. He would slip right off the way
Yeah.
he's shaped.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, that's the one advantage of round Buckers. You can't hang him, dude. He's
Yeah.
too round.
Does the new one have a floppy tail at least?
He does have a floppy tail.
All right.
Floppy tail that covers the clock on your
Yeah.
dashboard.
That was Animal Planet. That's a weird one. I feel like the worst Animal Planets are the ones that like I could never think of. I could never think of a line of people making garbage soup. That's so weird. Like that. Okay, that must be one of those things where like one dude started doing it and everyone's like, oh yeah, I guess that's how they do it here, and then everyone joins in. Like there's no way all these people were taught to just dump their water into the garbage.
I saw like two people at Bristol like back in like 2011 doing that shit, but that was like the only time I ever saw that. And then like I never saw it again. I was like, oh, okay, everybody learned their lesson. And then I go to fucking Talladega. I was like, no, we're
Why not
we're
just
back
do
in the
it on the
fucking
ground?
Stone Age.
It's just gonna evaporate in like a heartbeat at a place.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying. It's like
water.
after the grandstands empty out, like just pour it out on the fucking concrete of the grandstands.
Especially if it's
Yeah.
just melted ice. I mean, what's it gonna hurt if it's water on the ground? Big deal.
I don't know, man. That's
Animals.
Talladega soil. They might grow some weird mutant creature out of that shit.
That's an ancient Native American burial ground.
Mhm.
It's true.
You don't want the zombies coming after you, man.
Just zombies break out of the ground saying, show me your
Talladega.
butthole.
Talladega zombies.
Yeah. All right. That was Animal Planet. It's time for the media check-in. What the heck were y'all watching and or playing this week?
Rusty's not here. I don't have anybody to talk about Hot D with.
Get fucked.
Hey yo.
What have we been playing?
Yeah.
What have I been playing? I gotta figure that out.
We've been doing some GTA.
Yeah, we're still cracked out on GTA.
I've been doing random old PS2 ROMs, including Need for Speed Underground and some old game from like the early 2000s called Kart Championship Fury, I believe it's called. It's some early kart game, like from the earlier mid 2000s, and it's like picture IndyCar racing mixed with Burnout Paradise.
But it's like it looks and feels like Daytona USA, like an actual like arcade game.
It does. It's very arcadey, and yeah, it's just this. It's got real life drivers, real life tracks. Like it's modeled off like the Indy cars at the time, but yeah, it just got these crazy, wacky arcade physics and just spectacular, just over the top crashes where cars will go flying hundreds of feet through the air.
What is this?
Nah, that's
Flag
the original
to
kart
flag?
game
Mm.
for Dreamcast. Flag to flag. Yeah.
That one I did not play that one.
Was it any good?
No, it's kind of trash.
All right.
No, there's like no career mode in it, and it's a really arcadey feeling, you know. But it's passable, I guess.
Who developed it?
Let's see here. Sega Sports, 2K Sports. Yep.
Oh.
The one I was thinking of for clarification was called Kart Fury Championship Racing. And yeah, it's been some nostalgia because I remember playing that a lot as a young lad.
So this is a weird one because you were showing me this last week and I'd never heard of this game before. And then literally today, Fly Guy tweets new video coming soon with Kart Fury
thing.
Championship Racing.
Hey,
Shout out to these there's straight up like
awesome.
a death occurring on the cover. Like these cars are on fire, dude.
Is
Look at that.
Is that Paul Tracy killing Dario Franchitti back there?
I believe
Looks
so.
like it.
Hell of a Photoshop job right there. It looks like one of my thumbnails.
This actually, like, as a YouTube thumbnail would be fire. Shout out to
Literally on fire.
Midway.
That's fire.
Be on
alright,
fire.
Yeah. That is a weird one.
What is that? Texas Motor Speedway, it says there on the wall.
That makes sense.
Something Motor Speedway.
They have all the real life tracks I believe they had, or most of them that they had in the early 2000s. They have Toronto. They have
Toronto.
Road America. They're fictionalized arcade versions of said tracks, but they're still those tracks.
Like,
You get to
imagine
do
every track.
230 miles an hour
Out.
at Texas Motor Speedway and blackout.
Yeah, picture being able to take turn 5 at Road America flat out. That's what you can do in this game.
Can you hit the fence and get 350 G's thrown through your body?
Oh, like that
think so.
Ferrari?
Or Kenny Brack, I think Ed was referring to.
Oh,
Yeah.
at Texas.
That would be the one.
Yeah.
Go spinning like a top.
I finally watched the Top Gun movie this week when they came out like months ago. Kind of a banger.
Or Tom Cruise still has his fastball with that one.
That dude's 60. He looks like he's not 60 at all.
Takes good care of himself.
But it was also just like a really well shot movie. It was cool. It's
Takes
like
a lot of adrenochrome.
it's basically like the Star Wars remake, but if they did it correctly.
Yeah.
But to Top Gun, where they just retell the same story, but they do it better, I think. All right. Do you want to talk about football? We don't want to talk about football, right?
Not really.
No, we got Ed here. We got to talk about football.
Yeah.
I took a big fat fucking L. I don't know what else there is to say.
Put the 2 minutes on the board.
Yeah.
2-minute warning.
All right. You think you can talk about football for 2 minutes?
We could probably manage to.
All right. You got it.
My team doesn't have a defense. We can start with that. We got Aiden Hutchinson supposed to be this legend. We're letting the Seahawks score 48 points. Unacceptable once again.
Hey, most points scored in the NFL.
Yeah,
Yeah,
number
they
one,
do.
1 and 3 to show for it.
number one offense, and like 32nd against like letting the run just run all over us, and like 26 letting the pass just fly on us. We stink. But Jared Goff's going off, so I like that. Also, fuck the Packers. They should have lost that game. Go ahead, Cody.
Speaking of fuck the Packers, I beat Cody in fantasy.
Oh, all right. That's half a win.
Yeah, I'm about to just give all my players away. Just peace out of that league. I'm like 0-4. I think it's over.
Oh,
No,
You
I
guys
think
can
you
have
won
my
30.
players. You guys can have
Mine
my
30
players.
games screwed me for fantasy football because Kamara went out and I was still sleeping. I woke up and I couldn't change my players because the game's already happened because they're playing in London.
In the game Slap just referenced, I had 3 players left. Slap had none going into the Monday night game. I needed like 15 points between 3 players. Those 3 players got 4 points combined. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah. Because going into that game, I was like, I only had like a 40% chance of winning, and then like as it went on, and like I just saw it go from like 50%, 60, 70, 99%, and I was like, all right, I can go to bed now.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Hey, I know this much. Next week, I'm going up against Ben. Tom Brady's getting divorced. I'm putting him in. He's starting. Revenge
He's
game.
mad.
Easy
He's
9
pissed off.
touchdowns.
He's getting child support. I'm putting him in.
Do it. You're still going to lose.
That's a smart
I just
play.
might. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose with that cracked out old man, though. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, speaking about Tom Cruise, you got him still playing in the NFL.
Hey,
Tom Brady's cheeks like sunken in and shit too. He looks like a ghoul.
all right, time's
more
up.
football.
No more
No, that's
football.
No, that's the adrenochrome.
Damn, is that really the whole show apart from fan mail? It's all right. We got a ton of emails to get through, but still.
Yeah, we do have a lot of emails.
All right.
Somebody wrote us like a whole fucking manifesto.
Yeah,
we'll
get to
go
that.
through that.
We'll get to that. All right. Remember, folks, send short emails to ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com.
One paragraph.
Keep it brisk.
And we will read them on the show if they're good. All right. First one this week comes in from Shlomo.
Hey.
He
You
says,
gotta
"What's up,
play the
shrimps?"
song.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh,
is
I
that?
forgot there's a song.
What the hell?
forgot
kind of
there's a
host are
fan
you?
mail
Slow when
song.
you're low early.
This guy's an ass.
I'm sorry.
Wash your fucking hands, Slap.
In your fucking mail. Send them
Send
in,
them,
guys.
Wash your fucking hands, Slap! I don't give a fuck, man. You better send in those emails at this point.
Welcome to fan mail. Fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail. Fan mail.
Yeah, I'm sitting there just staring at you and you're
I'm off my game.
Hey,
Jump
I
right
did
in.
wash
Jump
my
right in.
hands regularly at Talladega.
I'd hope so.
I'm glad.
Do you want a medal? Do you want a trophy?
Also, your camera's way out of focus, by the way. You
Is it?
brought up that game.
You call yourself a professional?
Oh, trouble.
Oh,
there we
I
go.
might
There
have.
it goes.
It might be dead.
Imagine not setting your focus manually like a professional.
I definitely forgot to.
Never.
Forgot we had a fan mail song. All right, what the hell? All right.
I'm back.
First one comes in from Shlomo. Shlomo says, "What's up,
He's
Shrimps?
back for redemption.
Slab called me cringe, and everyone else said I was high, so that was nice. I meant to say the bacon question like that, and there's an easy answer to that. So I got an angry comment on YouTube from someone who's like, "Oh, that's a reference to something." If you're
they
making
referenced the wrong
references,
thing.
if you're referencing shit that I don't know, like, what am I supposed to do?
It's from Machinima Respawn, you zoomers.
Yeah, come on. Hey, even I watched Machinima Respawn.
Okay, did you understand this weird? You probably didn't watch the show, actually.
I saw the I saw it actually after it became a controversy.
A controversy.
And yes, I'm with the team. I got the reference.
All right, well, if you're gonna make a reference in an email, make sure it's something that I fucking know, or at least one of us. I guess Ed was dead last week, so it's unfortunate. Otherwise,
Yeah,
he
you
would've
got to
gotten the
remember,
reference.
Davin's
These
from
things happen.
Canada. He's basically from Bizarro World. He didn't understand everything.
Candyland is not real. It's not a real place.
I'm also not like a boomer. All right. Anyways, you guys told me to redeem myself this week, so I'll suck up to everyone on the pod. Cody, I like your beard. Slap,
Thank you.
you don't need to wash your hands in the cold. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody finally gets it.
DT, your scrub team is cool and you paint good things. Rusty, I love your hair. Oh shit, I mean you're good at Fall Guys. He's not here. Damn, that would have been good.
Dams.
We'll pass that one along.
Ed, you beat British people in Wreckfest, which automatically makes you king.
Hell yeah.
And guest.
Queen.
Whoever you are, you're cool and congrats on being a shrimp. That's you, Ben.
Thank you.
Anyways, for my question, if you were king of the world, what would you do? And why would you take Wyoming and send it off into space? Thanks and peace out.
Hey, Wyoming's based.
What do they have there?
They got football.
They got football everywhere.
They got trains, lots of
They
trains.
got trains everywhere.
No, but this is the Overland Pass, man. This is like the highest elevation, the toughest grade in all of American locomotives.
What the hell?
I know it,
Wyoming
I'm
has
nerding
a
out.
hill.
I'm gonna be honest. This might be the first time in my whole life I've even thought of Wyoming. What the hell do they even do there?
They have a
That's what I've
fairly
yet to
big
figure
city
out.
in Wyoming called Cody. That much.
Oh,
I
that
know.
is true.
By fairly
we
big,
could
I think
sell
the
it if we're
population's
selling
like
it.
10,000.
Yeah, but
We
who
still
wants to
sell it.
buy it?
Yeah, who's buying?
The Cheneys. They practically own that state, don't they?
American political reference.
See, the Chinese or the Cheneys?
Cheneys.
I think they'll both take it.
Yeah, they probably both take it. They fight each other over it.
Slobo, I don't know if I can answer what I would do if I was king of the world. That's pretty steep.
I would eliminate the NASCAR playoff format and go back to regional championship points.
That's fair.
That'd be my first move as ruler of the
My
world.
first rule.
And
As
I would
ruler of the world.
kick Austin Dillon out of the 3 and put Daniel Ricciardo in it.
Yeah. Well, if we're dead set on sending Wyoming into space, can we at least move the France family to Wyoming first?
Sure.
And then you're out of here. Everyone that we hate, we just drop them in Wyoming and just blast the entire state.
Yeah, the
off.
France family and Ryan Blaney, like, we'll be seeing you.
We'll be seeing you. Say hi to Mars for us.
Okay. The next email we got was a 3-minute video,
Oh my god.
but
Oh, did you watch this beforehand?
it's worth it.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I hope you're screening these before you're just.
I'll
playing them on
I'll
the
skip
show.
through
We're
some of
about
the
to get
slower
meat
bits.
spinned.
We're not getting meat
Oh,
spin.
no.
T-Bone sent us a video,
Oh.
and we
You
are
spin me
Jesus
right
Christ,
round, baby, right round.
we're gonna watch it. Let me make sure that the audio's decent.
We
I think
got
this
a
is good.
rusty cam in the
So,
car.
one of these has been overdue for about 10 weeks now, and I'm
It is a
yeah,
rusty
officially-
cam.
but
Indeed.
a mark on the board of someone that is
That is
on
not
camera
rusty hair though.
tried the official McFishen, I believe Caleb called it.
He's got it.
God.
For
Oh
those
my
of you,
God. He's done
I
it.
hope, you know what
Fillet
this
of
is.
fish?
It is essentially a McChicken with a fish patty, lettuce, mayo, and mac sauce.
We've been talking about it since like episode 2, and finally someone's done it. Someone has gotten the McFishen.
Just got it about probably 3 minutes ago, and there it is.
Look at that beautiful thing.
What a
Let's
monstrosity
go
that
in.
is.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, get it.
Immediate
Oh, no.
sauce everywhere.
Don't even cover your mouth. I want to see that.
T-Bone, was it worth it?
Thinking about it.
Right after that, I can already tell Caleb, you were not lying. This does fry your brain cells once it enters your mouth.
You can feel
Clogs
his
your arteries,
arteries
too.
clogging up.
Yeah.
What? This is honestly, if the Golden Arches call this a culinary masterpiece, this is probably the closest they can get.
A culinary masterpiece.
Take that as you
High
will.
praise.
I like how he's looking around like someone's gonna
Um,
catch him eating this.
Ronald McDonald's gonna get that ass.
Nope,
Jesus.
never mind. Nope. This is
Uh-oh.
very far from a culinary masterpiece.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Out of 10, if I don't think you can rate this. I think it's unrateable.
Oh no.
We just get an NA for a score?
She's like,
It's off the
bite.
charts.
Is solid. After that, throw it away. This is not. I don't know
Damn.
what it is. It's probably the
Damn.
mac sauce that's making it fry your brain cells.
Oh
It is
no.
pretty hot.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah. The McFishen, horrifying.
What?
That's my summary of it.
Man, this is going
Man is
downhill
having
fast.
an existential crisis.
Dude, I had one of these. I didn't put the mac sauce in it, and I honestly thought it was solid.
I was under the impression if they put this on the menu, McDonald's was getting a Michelin star. What the fuck happened here?
This video started at a 10 out of 10, and then slowly but surely
just
kept on
dropped.
It was like
tasting more
a
and more
bad
of it.
shroom trip, man.
Damn.
Slap. Number 1, wash your hands. 2,
Yeah, right.
Drown
Damn
this
straight.
man.
if you had to take one of the EA Sports fantasy tracks for the NASCAR games, make it into reality, and then make it like an exhibition race, what track would you take the Cup cars to?
Damn. All right, I think he has more questions after that, but we'll answer this one first. I would say the Raceway Stadium, but then NASCAR actually did that.
Talladega
What's the
Road
big
Course.
3-mile?
Tiburon?
Yeah,
Oh, the
Tiburon.
backwards
Yeah, the
super
reverse
speedway.
one.
Yeah,
I want to
What
do
was that one that went
Talladega
to the-
Road Course.
Oh, there you go.
Talladega Road Course is a banger.
Dude, New
Oh,
York City.
Yeah, why were you saying that?
Old Spice Raceway, the road course.
Old Spice was a banger.
What was that Canyon one from later on? There was a cool Canyon.
Devil's Canyon.
Oh,
Devil's Canyon's got to get
Yeah. Yeah, there were some weird ones. I only really know the NASCAR 07 ones, 'cause that's what I grew up with.
I like the NASCAR 05 had a bunch of fantasy tracks that were just like modeled after real tracks, so I can't really.
Yeah, like the
Kinda cheating.
triangular one.
Did they have
That's
Nazareth?
Concord.
They had Nazareth because they made it for the earlier games when Nazareth actually existed, and then they just kept it in the game and called it a fantasy track, which is kind of based.
Yeah, they had Levi Strauss Speedway, which was basically Concord. They had Red Ball Raceway, which was basically Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's your that's your question. Yeah, for the week. Hopefully, y'all are enjoying the podcast. Hopefully, y'all are doing great. This is T-Bone with the McFishen.
Hopefully
that
you're
We're gonna
thing.
go
enjoying
die
that
inside
McFishen.
after this goes through my system, and God knows if it can. So yeah.
Hold on,
See y'all.
pause this video.
Are both his eyes different colors?
I was about to say, doesn't he
Yes.
have heterochromia?
He does.
That's sick.
That's
And it's
badass.
really cool. Yeah.
That was cool because that was the last we ever heard of T-Bone. He died after he.
Yeah, are we sure T-Bone's still alive? Like he might have died, dude. I don't
Well,
think
he
he's having an existential
uploaded
crisis.
this, so he must have been alive for at least another.
Did
20
he
true.
or did one of his family members do it after the fact?
Yeah, was that like his last will and testament? It's like, please upload this.
That was it was a swan song.
Hey, if anyone else wants to order the shrimp meal from McDonald's, get the McFishen.
Slap
The
while we're in
chicken,
Charlotte.
put a fish in
we
it,
should
and get
do
mac
it.
sauce. Do it. Film it.
I'll do it. I'll fucking film it.
yeah.
All right.
I'm hoping for a better
That way
review
it's
than
a tax
this.
write-off.
Make sure to wash your hands first.
No,
T-Bone really-
Ben gets the dirty fingers.
Salute to you, T-Bone.
You'll be
champion.
getting meningitis.
Yeah, can you hand feed Ben some Vienna sausages with the unwashed racetrack
Can we
fingers?
talk
Oh
about that?
my
Actually, hold
God.
on. Let me
No.
find this tweet.
I'm
Let me
walking
find
in.
this. While we're on this topic,
Sausages.
sausages.
What's that nasty
Sausage.
Oh yeah, look at
There
that.
it is.
The Vienna sausage.
Yeah,
So-
Vienna sausages, they hit different during stage breaks.
If I had seen that, I would have called that little number that would have brought security over to my section.
The replies are hilarious. The replies are so Dude, they just kept going off. I gotta say, kind of based. I enjoyed the stage break Vienna sausages. Was that something that you started at Road America, Slap?
I think.
No, I've been doing that for a while.
Damn. How did you come up with this?
It's been a tradition for years now.
Well, when I was a little kid and we go out to Greenville Pickens Speedway, my grandma would make us a sandwich, give us a little can of Vienna sausages and a Pepsi, and that was like our lunch.
This man really had his sausages out in the stands, bro. You cannot be allowed to do that.
Now, what do you do with the juice? Do you drink that, or do you just dump it out on the ground for people to slurp?
Nah, you just
you dump it in the trash can.
Yeah, it goes in the
Dump it
garbage.
in the trash can.
To add to the garbage soup.
Yeah, you gotta add the broth.
Get some onions and some beef broth in there. Some carrots.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
I enjoy how stupid the Vienna sausage stage break tradition is. Whenever I go to a track with Slap, I will dip my fingies in the. Actually, hold on.
Oh boy.
You wash your hands. We get a hand wash check
Yeah.
I'm seeing
before
some
getting
dirt
into
on
the
those fingers.
sausage
I don't know.
juice.
Seen some dirt on those fingers.
I see some particles of filth.
Nah, dude, that's just
Oh, I clicked too
UPS.
far.
UPS has stained the skin.
Damn.
Yeah, it literally does. It literally does. I can't get it out. Like no matter what I fucking do.
You've been marked.
Yeah, very convenient excuse for dirt on the hands.
Or maybe I'll open the Vienna sausage can and then I'll give you the rest.
Or, a little fork.
No, you need the UPS warehouse dust that gives you cancer.
Oh yeah. What, isn't that called asbestos?
Yeah,
Look at this.
spicy.
Yeah, we're gonna get you a glove.
All right.
Glove.
Next email. Next email comes from Duel. And Duel says, in the last episode, there's a small mention of schemes in the middle range between drip or drown. To solve this issue, I've proposed the drip drown index. Drip
Could've used this
being
earlier.
a 5 out of 5 banger ass scheme. Moist being a 4 out of 5, good but could be better. 3 out of 5 being dry. 2 out of 5 being soaked. And 1 out of 5 being drown.
Wait, I'm confused.
That one's a little all over the place. I don't know about
How is
Yeah, because
dry
I
in
would
the
say
middle?
soaked would
Yeah.
be a 2 out of 5.
I think we'll go drip, moist, damp, drown.
Yeah,
I'll
the
go well with
4
that.
scale.
Also, can we throw Rusty with the crazy ass conspiracy theories about dinosaurs and whatnot by episode 20? Although we won't get there because this is the last episode. Yeah, it's true.
Probably
Um,
booted Rusty for the
By episode
conspiracy
20,
talk.
he'll start talking about how the world is flat or something.
Start?
I believe he's already done that.
Yeah, start talking about that.
Also, bonus question.
Face the
You have the
projection.
budget to bulldoze all of Texas Motor Speedway and redo it however you'd want. What would you do? And the answer is Buc-ees.
Yeah.
That's
Walmart, Wawa, just anything other than what
subdivision.
Texas is now.
it. Yeah.
No, I'd have a
Government housing.
I'd have a 0.6 of a mile short track with 40-degree banks and a Buc-ees inside of it.
All right, someone draw that one up.
Bucky's in the infield.
The solid
Buc-ee's Motor
plan.
Speedway.
Buc-ees Motor Speedway.
Buckers.
All right. Sanok writes
The track needs to be in this shape.
in the
Oh,
round
like
Buc-ees.
Langhorn.
Just round.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
dude.
Langhorn.
We need, you know how they had the inflatable orange that flew onto the track at one time at Chicago?
Yes.
Inflatable
Yeah.
We need
Buc-ees.
inflatable buckers. Just
Yes.
massive next to the
Can you
track.
imagine that thing spinning across turn 2?
Yeah,
This is
during
the
one of
greatest
we don't
idea.
have stage breaks, we just unleash a bunch of giant inflatable buckers that just roll across the track.
All right. Next one comes in from Sanok. Sanok says, "Hello, Shrimps, and whoever the guest is. 2 things. One, in response to T-Bone's question last week about games you regret buying, he's posted a screenshot of NASCAR Heat Evolution. Fair. 2, what is the worst lineup for a NASCAR team, in your opinion? Personally, I think he's saying historically the worst lineup. Because he says Ryan Ellis, David Reagan, and Matt DiBenedetto from BK Racing in 2016 is very much up there.
Oh God, yeah.
It's not great. I don't know if we can top that one.
That's
Who has Austin Dillon had as teammates? I'm in for Austin Dillon's slander. When he moved
Casey
up to Cup in
Mears.
the 3.
Casey
Look
Mears.
at
He's
this
also
up.
been in that 13.
that's
Oh,
Jermaine.
No,
that's
shit.
Jermaine.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
No, you get-
I'm having a brain fart.
There must be
What's-
some goofball they've had in the...
2013 Front Row Motorsports. I think it was Josh Wise, David Reagan, and David Gilliland.
Didn't they win a race?
I'd say David Reagan being on there makes.
Didn't they literally win a race?
Yeah, they did. Fuck.
Yeah, you can't say that's the worst.
God.
I mean, I hate to talk shit, but just like maybe Rick Ware, just Spire or something, just over the last couple of years, just one of these smaller teams, just with kind of the revolving door at the driver position.
Oh yeah, did you hear Cody Ware's not going to race the Roval? They're putting JJ Yaley in the 51.
I mean, as far as like historically bad teams, I don't know if a memory can go back that far, just because it's probably usually just the smaller teams.
Yeah, I agree. Probably
Cody
some.
Ware's still injured from the pit wall accident.
Yeah,
that's probably true. Yeah.
The answer is probably some combination of goofballs of like Kevin Conway and whoever was in the 87 that week. There's got to be some pairing of just garbage. Maybe I'll do some research. Maybe I won't. All right, next question. Next question comes in from Keegan, or next email. He says, slap, keep not washing your hands. Wait, what? I guess he wants dirty hands.
I don't agree with that.
Dirty
boys, what manufacturer do you want to join NASCAR?
Dodge. Bring Dodge back.
BMW.
Who cares about Chrysler?
That would be kind of ass. BMW.
BMW.
DeLorean.
Honda.
I think Honda would be the correct answer.
One
But
of
they'd
my
probably do it
longest-
like as Acura.
One of my longest things is like I've always wanted, because of Hendrick owning all these Honda dealerships, that whenever Honda comes in, Hendrick would be the team that would switch over.
Ooh.
That would be spicy.
That would be really spicy. There's enough Chevy teams, yeah. They don't need Hendrick. Alright, next one comes in from Superior Generations. It says, hey Shrimps, first time mailer here. Question. Out of all the fucked up foods that Slap likes to retweet, which one would you actually want to try?
Oh, I gotta scroll through his Twitter really
The
quick here.
the ball meal. What was that? The round meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, let me find this.
The what?
That company has so many weird
Well, this isn't
foods.
real.
Yeah, round meal is not real.
Oh,
But
disappointed.
This is round meal. Serves 3 men.
Serves 3 men. Women cannot eat this.
How to do it? Boil in bag, open and enjoy.
I'd say that big slut burger he retweeted a few days ago looks pretty damn good.
Protein blasted.
You're gonna have to send a link or a picture of whatever
Was
it
the-
is.
Was the
Got a link
pizza with
coming
a
in, like,
salad on it a
5
slap
seconds.
creation?
Yes, it
That was a
Yes,
slab
it was.
creation. I would
That
not
one
want to
didn't-
eat that.
I would eat that.
I could have gone for that one, yeah.
What is this?
Just a giant burger. he
Big
retweeted.
slut.
Oh yeah.
That's $20. Oh my god.
That's worth it.
Wait, it's from a place called. Hold on, you can't see this. It's from a place called
Slut.
Egg Slut.
Oh, I've heard of them before.
Oh, I accidentally liked it. Oh, I guess that's liked now.
That's a fairly famous place, I think.
I
if I'm
have-
not mistaken.
We don't have
Yeah.
them here.
2021 New Year.
Oh, that's why it's 2021.
They
Yeah, I'll
took
get a
it down
big
from
slut burger.
2580 yen down to 2021.
Looks like there's just straight up just roast beef like in the middle there.
How the fuck are you supposed to eat that?
You probably just take some of the
Like
good
a
stuff out of it,
man.
eat it individually, and then
You're gonna
squish it
unhinge your
down.
jaw and fucking squeeze that thing in there.
Yeah, you got to be the fucking crimson chin to eat that thing.
Golly, that looks good. Dude, it's got an egg on top too, with the drip.
Sunny side.
What is that in the middle? Like
That's
noodles?
roast beef. Oh,
Or bacon.
No, there's the two like they look
It
like
looks like-
udon noodles.
it looks like shrimp. Honestly, it looks like
Yeah,
roast
it does
beef,
look
2
like
shrimp,
shrimp.
and then bacon
Oh, it
on
might be
top.
shrimp. That'd be based.
And then that might be like a what's that
Mac
like
and cheese.
No, what's that sauce that's like a mixture between like egg yolk and mayonnaise that they always have on breakfast shit? Oh,
Are you
what's
sure
that
those
sauce
aren't like
called?
fried onions or something?
They
Might
might
be.
they might be fried onions. They got avocado in the bottom of that thing too.
That's what that looks like. Yeah.
Oh, what the hell is
Or
that called?
zucchini or something. I don't know.
When we eventually have a
bottom,
bunch
that's
of money and a beautiful set from making this podcast, and everyone's gonna watch it, we gotta cook a big slut burger and eat it.
I'm down.
All right, it's a solid question. Oh, there's a PS.
Drop the burger. I'm still in.
PS, as someone who was at that spring Martinsville race and brought the bare minimum for the cold, I don't blame Slap for wanting to keep his hands warm. What is with all of the Slap apologists this week?
You do realize there's like warm and hot water that can come out of the faucets, right? That would actually
Yeah.
No, there was no hot water.
There was
no
no hot water coming out of Martinsville.
Still,
Okay.
you dry them
Man
off and you
up.
put them under your legs. I don't like all this. We got a lot of people on the wrong side of history.
People have seen the light. They've turned against ye.
Imagine not coming to the racetrack prepared with enough layers, and gloves.
All right, I gotta call out Harley Payne on this one because Harley Payne sent me an email, and it
the
is
manifesto.
it is
Harley.
hefty.
This man wrote us a book.
It's fucking huge. It is an entire essay.
That's
I'm
longer
happy
than
for
any
you,
school
or I'm sad
report.
that happened, but I'm not reading all that.
True. That's longer than any school report I ever did in my whole life, right there.
It is called Some Stories for Your Entertainment. DJF here. I've got some stories from NASCAR races and a concert that y'all are free to use for Animal Planet or any other segment. Enjoy the stories. So I guess I'm just going to read one of these each week, and then eventually we'll get through all of them. I think that seems like a fair trade.
All right.
Homestead 2017. He says, first of all, a Days Inn right next to the airport was shitty as hell. Yeah. Smelled like mildew and you had to body slam the bathroom door to open it.
Nice.
On race day, I sat 3 seats from the edge of my section, and the lady in the first seat of my row, the next section over, definitely had an interesting night. She was decked out in Harvick gear, I think she had a scanner on, and was doing the classic point where the cars need to go every time Harvick came by. She was also extremely drunk, and by the end of stage 2, she'd thrown up and was escorted out by track security. Our family now refers to her as Crazy Harvick Lady.
As one does.
That must suck to get thrown out of a NASCAR race. Them things ain't cheap, dude.
And to think of all the debauchery that goes on in a NASCAR race, that you're such an animal that they literally have to call security over to like get you out of there.
Yeah. All right, that's a solid story, Harley. Sorry for roasting you. We'll get the other ones in the coming weeks, I guess.
We'll put the other ones in Animal Planet, like once a week.
Sure. All right, next one comes in from Andrew R., our friend down under. He says, afternoon, all y'all. After watching Slap chuck all the toys out of the pram upon encountering 96.7 FM radio in Korean, I pondered. I don't know what that's a reference to. What did you do?
Oh, go on my Twitter feed.
Uh-oh.
So I'm like driving through Atlanta. I'm like going through radio stations, and I get to 96.7, and it's just a Korean radio station, and I'm just like listening to it for like a solid fucking hour as I'm driving.
Is this before the race?
Yeah, it's before the race.
Okay, I'm trying to find this.
Here, I got it linked if you can't.
This
find
was
it.
on your drive.
Oh,
to
I found it. I
Talladega.
got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that's that Friday night, get off of work.
Were you listening to some hot K-pop or what?
There was no K-pop. It was just like an hour-long commercial.
Oh, what the hell?
Like Korean infomercials.
There's a big Korean population in Atlanta.
What is this radio station? Where am I?
5,500 views.
Oh my god. Is there a big Korean population in Atlanta? Is that a thing?
I've never seen
idea.
a Korean restaurant.
I think
down
there's
there.
a big everyone population in Atlanta.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Oh,
there
what
in
is...
general.
Hold on. What is going on here?
Oh,
We're back. All right.
We're back. We're back.
OBS took a break. We didn't miss any audio, I don't think. That's weird.
And there was no like music. There was no like talking segment about talking about news or whatever. It just sounded like they went from like one commercial to another one to another one, and this started in Gwinnett, and I go all the way through downtown Atlanta and like leave downtown. It takes like an hour, and they're still going on about different like commercials. It sounds like because every 30 seconds it was a new person talking. I don't know what happens at 96.7.
Nah, you just
Someone
found the Korean
responded-
Joe Rogan podcast. That's all it was.
Someone responded, "Your Hyundai just missed home." I'm gonna give that a like. That's solid. I guess it's just like general international programming. I mean, we have channels here that'll like they'll do the news every evening, and every hour is like a different language. So they'll do like a Mandarin one and like a Hindi one and like a bunch of different languages that a bunch of different people speak. Maybe you just caught the Korean talk show segment of some.
I mean, it's pretty common down here to have like Spanish speaking, radio stations and all of that. But that was the first like, that's the first like non-English, non-Spanish radio station I've ever come across.
All right, shout out to Atlanta. Kind of based.
96.7 Atlanta.
Anyway, Andrew R says, I live in a country which is vast and unwieldy. So as you move from place to place, the radio changes character depending on where you are. Also, hearing Arabic, Spanish, Korean, German, French, etc. is not impossible as we're a multicultural country. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to Cozy. He's there right now.
Yep, he's going to be going to Bathurst next week.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He is
Holy
in
shit.
Australia. Yeah.
Damn.
We need to make sure he tries some Ned.
I have told him to try Ned and bring back Ned, and he's agreed to both.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will
Cozy
pay
is
this
our
man
hero.
for Ned.
Yeah, I'll DM him and confirm how many Neds we want. It'll take some time.
I'm in for 10 of them.
You better confirm to make sure that that he's able to bring him over.
Yeah, it's
The
true.
worst thing you want is a Cozy guzzling down 6 bottles of Ned.
Because you can't take him on the plane.
Yeah.
I mean, I smuggled in some Japanese whiskey. I mean, it can't be that much different.
Where my wife came from in San Diego, you can get Mexican radio with no problem at all. I have kicked an Australian rules football into Mexico. That's kind of sick. So America gives me a similar impression. What weird things can you find on the radio where you are? Am I strange for thinking that mariachi and country music drives me insane on I-8? Thank you, from Andrew R.
Over here, there's WTAM 1100, which is a big 50,000 watt AM radio station. And whenever you turn that on at midnight, it's all conspiracies. It's all aliens, people
God.
calling in about aliens and all that.
Don't tell a certain member who's not here.
Back in the day, you would listen to a Cavs game because at night, when I lived in Virginia, like you could pick up the station, in Cleveland. So you could listen to the Cavs game, and then once the game was over, you would immediately switch to alien talk and all these crazy truckers calling in about their alien stories.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm not a big radio guy, honestly. I usually just listen to my own playlist.
Yeah, all
I know 94.5 is like the conservative like radio talk show station here in Greenville. And then back when I loaded trucks in the morning, I'd have to like leave my house at 3 a.m. and everything. And that was when they let on like Alex Jones on the conservative radio station at like 3 a.m.
Oh,
I don't know if they still do it or not, but that was always fun. It got me like pumped up going into work at 3 a.m.
Jesus Christ. All right.
The globalists.
It's a nationalist movement.
The globalist Martians.
Carl from Massachusetts writes in, and he says, the subject is Talladega animals spotted on Twitter. An unwashed hand into an undrained, uncooked can of Libby's Vienna sausages into an unbrushed mouth. Yuck. Showing your wieners in public, animal out of 10 from Carl.
I mean, where is he wrong? Where's the lie?
That's a solid email.
Christ.
Was that like a haiku? Was that like a poem?
Yeah.
Haiku.
Showing your wieners in public, animal out of 10. You might be the animal this week. I guess you didn't dump your cooler water into garbage, so
No, I
can't be
did.
that bad.
Just the Vienna sausage water.
Yeah, still, sausage out in the stand should be a federal crime.
All right, last email. We actually got through these pretty quick. I'm impressed. Good job, everybody. This one comes in from Rusty Broussard. He says, "Hey, hi, hello, shrimps. First off, slap for not washing your darn hands like the degenerate you are. You're no longer cracked and goated with the swass."
No.
Oh, you just got downgraded, son.
Second, this one's for DT. Do you have any more paint schemes that will hit the track? No. Third one for Rusty.
Get bad news.
We'll get him next week. I'm gonna mark this one and I'll get this to Rusty. Don't you worry. Fourth one
next week.
for Cody. You should come see some action at one of the dirt tracks in my area, like Lebanon Valley next year.
That's more out east, right? I haven't
don't
get
know
out
where
there
that
too much.
is.
The most east I've been is like Ben's territory around like the Cleveland area.
And the last part for the final episode of the podcast, that's this one. Is there a paint scheme that ran in any motorsport series that you wished you never saw? I have one. The Jimmy Johnson Petty Earnhardt garbage. That car sucked.
Oh, yeah,
That was bad.
That was a.
Yeah.
There's.
Hold on, I think I got that one hanging up back here somewhere.
Oh, Jesus.
Do I?
You spent money on that?
I hope.
Oh,
not.
the Travis Pastrana number 60.
No, that car was great. Get out of here. That car was
I got
sick.
it listed, actually, so it's in a box. I think I got that listed.
The purple and yellow 60 car slap.
Well, like the multicolored thing was like, yeah, that is gross.
That
The old
car was sick.
Transformers, bro. Those Hendrick Transformers cars. Add those in.
I guess. Yeah.
Oh, the Chevys from Michigan, 2006.
Oh,
when they
yeah.
had,
Oh,
like,
the
little
Bel Air ones.
50s headlights on them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, those were cursed.
Shout out to this is a weird reference, but Cisco in the core throwback race last year showed up with those on his car. The 50s Chevy thing.
There's a next template you should make for the ARCA cars.
He's got it.
For the new ARCA cars?
Oh, for the new ARCA cars.
Yeah.
I have to find the actual graphics. He has connections. I don't know how he got the graphics, but
that one.
Ed, what is this? All right, hold
That's
on.
the one I don't ever want to see again. I'm sorry, we're about to show it to everybody else, probably.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh. Ooh.
They try to use the black and white Gordons.
I thought this was like a real
Flames.
tree paint scheme for some.
You can't read anything. You cannot read a single thing.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Red DuPont of the black outline is also
Transformers on
cursed.
DVD and Blu-ray, October 20th.
Looks like a Casey Mears car. Ugh.
Looks like a drown car.
Drown it.
That's like a ultra mega drown.
Mm-hmm.
Cody, am I supposed to bring this up on the podcast, this video that you posted?
You don't have to. I just figured if you were starting to do that segment now
So,
or whenever.
I'd like to do this segment. I didn't really plan on doing it this week, but I want to do a segment where we just watch like crazy videos.
I just saw that scrolling through my timeline now because like someone retweeted it or liked it, so I was like, oh well, what better place to put that video than in the link for the crazy fucking
I
video.
will take a look at this.
I have not
Group
even.
of women dressed in green bodysuits attack women on the New York City subway.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? What the fuck? This is like
this
a
a
what?
gang?
Yeah, is this the green women?
That's
of
it.
New
That's
York?
all we get.
All right.
Jesus
I
Christ.
just thought it was. It's like what the hell? Yeah, it's a crazy. Video.
This is why I don't live in New York.
All right, if you guys find any more videos like that, I have a channel for it in this Discord. I would love to make a segment out of watching
I can
weird
find
videos
some
like
crazy
that.
videos.
Not like too crazy. Like we still have to put it on YouTube.
Yeah,
is what I'm
nobody
getting
can
at.
die, Ed.
Nobody will be harmed in the making of these videos. I
All
promise.
right. Well, in that case,
Damn.
We'll be seeing
over.
What we calling
that's
it?
it. Oh yeah, what is it? Oh crap! What did we talk about today?
Garbage soup. It's got to be garbage.
Garbage soup. Yeah. Thank you. All right, Cody, that's perfect. That's it. Thanks for coming on, Ben. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for making cute music for our podcast.
No problem. Thank you guys for playing it.
Ed, congrats on being back alive.
I may be among the living. I may die again. We'll see.
These things happen.
I live, I die, I live again.
If he dies, he dies.